The member for Jandakot. Members.
Held to speak against this motion tonight.
Members, the member for Jandakot has the
I'll
call.
get to you in here somewhere, don't worry. After listening to the hypocrisy from the night watchkeeper of the Leader of the Opposition, because that is what you are. Night watchman, not absolutely. I know you're keeping his seat warm. He's the next in line. I know you're the next in line. Look, they speak of good government and accountable government. So I thought I'd just cast my mind back over the last 8 years from someone who hasn't been inside this House, who's been no, it's okay. Oh, you can give it, but you can't take it.
Mr. Speaker.
Member for Albany.
Mr. Acting Speaker. Mr. Acting Speaker, I thought we were talking about the 100-day plan, and I think the Speaker.
I'm getting to the 100-day plan.
Member for Jandakot has the call. No point of order.
Now, 2001. What was the Labor Party's campaign in 2001? Does anyone remember? No. Labor, a better government. Labor, a better government. Labor, a better government. 7.5 years of what they call better government. And they criticise us. How many days? I asked the Premier, how many days are we into this government now? 72. What do you think the Labor government had done by day 72 in 2001? In 2001. I tell you, the House hadn't sat. The House didn't sit until day 79. Day 79. The 1st of May, Labor Day.
Members.
You waited until Labor Day.
Members.
The hypocrisy to walk in here and condemn us.
Order, members. Order, members. It's difficult to hear, and I'm very interested in the debate, and I'm sure Hansard is as well. So, the member for Jandakot has the call.
79 days. I'm sure I'm not on it. I'm sure. 79 days. Labor Day, the 1st of May. But what did they achieve in those first 79 days? Let's talk about. You've had your turn. You've had your turn. You may not like it, but you can sit down and listen to it. What did you do? What did you do? Oh, I'd hate to be doing that. I'll tell you what you did in your first 79 days. You abolished the graffiti task force. Sure. Gee, good move, good move. What else did you do in your first 79 days? You shut down 3 regional police stations before the Parliament even sat. Before it even sat. But I have to go through some of these things. So in 2001, the greatest achievements of the Australian Labor Party in this state was to abolish the graffiti task force and shut down regional police stations. 2002, what were the big issues in 2002? What were your great achievements? What were your great achievements? Oh, no, it's okay for him to read the notes, that's right. I'm referring to... What did they do? What did they do? They sat there and watched hospital waiting lists in this state grow to third world standards, and they did nothing. How many murders were committed in 2002 in Western Australia? How many murders? 90 murders. 90 murders. What did you do? You did nothing. You watched the nurses strike for the first time in years, and you did nothing. You did nothing. In 2003, the teachers went on strike for the first time in 10 years in this state. In 2003, under your watch, when the former Premier was the Education Minister, you sat there and you watched the teachers go on strike because you couldn't, deja vu coming up here, you couldn't negotiate a pay deal with them. You couldn't do it. 2003, the teachers went on strike. Western Australia rated as the worst state in this country for burglary. And what was your opposition? What was the government's response to law and order issues? You introduced the truth in sentencing legislation. What a great move that was. What a great move. Let's automatically give discounts to prisoners who are guilty. Great move, great move. It was nothing but a cancer on the justice system of this state. That's what it was. 2004, I remember 2004, it was great. I remember it because I built my house in my electorate in 2004, and what happened? This state was plagued by power blackouts. And you did nothing. You did nothing. You caused them and you did nothing to fix them. We lived in the dark with blackout and energy shortages. Day 79, I'm in 2005. It didn't sit very much. Oh, 2005, what a great memorable year for the Labor Party in this state, 2005. The Premier, but you know why you won the election? You had to wait for Mark Latham, the disgraced federal leader of the Labor Party, to resign before you can even call an election. That's what happened in 2005. You were too gutless to go to the polls while Latham was the leader. That is the reality. That is the reality. And he nearly won that election. After one term in government you guys had, he nearly won it. You waited until Latham resigned, you were too gutless. But assaults in Western Australia increased by 15.3% that year, and you did nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can interject as much as you want. You know who the saddest and most poorest people in the state of Western Australia are? They're the residents of Kwinana. They're the residents of...
Members, in accordance with Standing Order 61, the business is now interrupted and adjourned until a later day sitting.